Okay, this time with the microphone turned on. Welcome to the stream of Radio Commander, a new game that is going to come out on October 10th this year, of course. And I was provided with the key to this by the developers of Serious Sim. And in case you haven't heard about this game, it's quite interesting because it gives you command over a Vietnam War operation without you being the almighty. Okay, this time with the microphone turned on. The almighty entity that hovers over the battlefield, but instead you're just the regular commander, like major, captain, lieutenant colonel. I think it would be a major, a battalion commander, sitting in his post and only communicating via radio and having a map. So the first two missions are kind of tutorial. I've played them already, just so you I'm not completely blind and fail in my first attempt. So the first mission is Hearts and Minds, quite the provocative term, I think, and our object is to send a platoon of our 503rd PIR, so Airborne Brigade, 173rd Airborne Brigade, into a village, get some information, and see how the situation develops. Oh, and our secondary objective is to investigate any Viet Cong activity we have. And trust me, we will have. All right.
Sky soldiers, welcome to Vietnam. Serving in the 173rd Airborne Brigade means living under a heavy burden. But here's your chance to take on the legacy of freedom-fighting heroes from your unit's past. After the Gulf of Tonkin incident, it has become clear that it is here, in Southeast Asia, where the front line in the war on communism has been drawn. As President Johnson once said, "We do not choose to be the guardians at the gate, but there is no one else." The communist offensive in South Vietnam must be stopped, or after the fall of Vietnam, other countries will fall, just like pieces of domino. America remembers the lesson from Munich and will never step down to the dictatorship. You will be fighting with a sinister enemy, leading its so-called war of liberation. But be sure that Viet Cong has nothing to do with liberty. It is all about enslaving the freedom-loving people of South Vietnam and subordinating them to North Vietnamese communists and their masters
Gotta love
from
this
Red
Russia,
China.
whatever it is.
We are superior in weaponry and training. Our cause is just. This will be a very short war. You will be celebrating Christmas back on Okinawa. I guarantee.
Well, after this short patriotic message, I especially love the lessons from Munich. Okay, this is our command post at the base of the 3rd Corps in Vietnam in 1965. And now we are going to turn on our radio. And we're going to visit the map. Alright. So let's press spacebar. And this opens this little menu. And we'll call for our troops.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Papa Bear. We have a beautiful day ahead of us, with air humidity at 95% and 102 degrees Fahrenheit. Our task today is simple. We want to win the hearts and minds of the South Vietnamese people. Alpha Squad is visiting a nearby village, making friends and chatting about Viet Cong activity. Bravo Squad is laying on the hill, awaiting further instructions. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha 36 man, reporting for duty, out.
Alright, so we see this little marker over here. It says Alpha Platoon, and it gives gives some coordinates. However, it's not entirely sure they are, so there's no representation of the real unit on this map, and there won't be of any enemies. So what you have to do to locate your units is actually to call them and report their position.
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Reporting position 2, 3, 1, by 947. Moving to 2, 1, 0, by 936. Out.
Alright, so you see we got 2 pings. And you can turn them off, so I'm probably going to do that for the next stream when I'm a little better at the game. And so you have the position of the squad and now the target of their movement. So the movement was already pre-ordered, so we don't have to do anything basically. So we can speed up the game because this is real time and I don't want to sit here 15 minutes just doing nothing.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We're in the village, sir. Talking to the locals, giving them leaflets. There are a few Arvin soldiers here. They look awfully bored, over.
Alright, so we have the message that our troops have arrived. We're going to ask for their concrete positions later. And yeah, apparently there's a few soldiers of the regular Southern Vietnamese army. And they're just loitering around. So, let's... what I really love about this game, especially about the campaign, is that you have this little chit-chat, and trust me, it's not a propaganda game, really. It's rather an anti-war game than a real propaganda war game.
Wouldn't you be bored, Kovacs? Their mission is to defend the village and befriend the locals. But nights are too dangerous to stay outside the wire.
So, every single evening they are hiding in their base.
That's right. And Victor Charlie are coming out of the forest to have a quick chat with the elders about the revolution. When our Arvin boys are back in a few days, the whole village is anti-government again. It's been like this for 10 years now. Talk to those elders, Lieutenant. Out.
Alright, just for good measure, we're asking
Alpha,
for their position
this
again.
is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Reporting position 2, 1, 3, 5, 937. Out.
Alright, as you can see, they have moved, and we just have to wait again. The first mission, of course,
Papa Bear,
not
this is
being
Alpha.
too much action.
We have something. One of the Papa Sands claims there's Viet Cong camp nearby. Over.
Alright, so we have the report that there's a VC camp, or there may be a VC camp over here.
I hear ya, Alpha.
Roger. Out.
Alright, so our mission, as HQ tells us, is to search for the Viet Cong activity in given location, which we are going to do. So, we are fetching our radio, selecting the Alpha platoon, and ordering them to move to this position. We can do a normal move.
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. Move to 280 by 910. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Moving to 280 by 910. Out.
Alright, the distance is over 7 kilometers by direct route, which the units are probably not going to take. They are probably going to move across the road. We will follow their movement a little.
Papa Bear,
Ah.
this is Bravo. Lieutenant Coleman speaking. Should Bravo step in and support Alpha? Over.
So this is our first real decision. We're going to ask Alpha Platoon whether they need support.
Alpha Platoon, this is Papa Bear. How's the situation down there? Do you need support? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Looks like we will be okay by ourselves. I expect little resistance, if at all, but it's always nice to have a backup. Your call, sir. Over.
Okay, so we have the option to let Alpha Platoon proceed on their own, or moving in our Bravo Platoon. So I think just for good measure, we're obviously going to send Bravo Platoon in.
Bravo Platoon, this is Papa Bear. You are going in. Alpha, secure the LZ for Green 1. Over.
Ah, damn,
Yes, sir.
we missed the
Thank you for
helicopter.
giving us the opportunity to fight, sir. Some of my boys are really excited.
So if we were faster, we could have, or if I were faster, we could have seen the actual choppers departing from our base, and we will probably be able to see artillery firing during the next mission. So we are going to ask Alpha Platoon to give their position.
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Reporting position 214 by 9.
Okay, so we have their position on 214. They were not quite fast. 937, which is over here. And we're going to give them new orders to move to the landing zone. So...
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. Move to 281 by 933. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Moving to 281 by 933. Out.
Alright, as you can see, they have a distance of around about 7 kilometers to drop to now. So we obviously are going to accelerate the game a little.
Papa Bear, this is Lieutenant Kovacs from Alpha Platoon. Me and the boys are talking about this whole hearts and minds situation. Giving leaflets to the Vietnamese, talking to the locals. Instead of, you know, sir, shooting the Charlie. Private Donaldson here thinks we're wasting our time.
So this is the first conversational decision we are going to make. I am not entirely sure whether anything we say here is going to affect the outcome of the mission. I don't think so. So I'm gonna go with the opinion that's probably more popular.
Uncle Sam has been trying to win this war for almost a decade now, with more and more grunts, money, and firepower. Jack Kennedy, may he rest in peace, was right. We can't win it for Arvin and the locals. It's their country and their business. All we can do here is help.
I hear you, sir. Wise words, if I may say. But Private Donaldson here says we should be shooting at something right now. And end this war as fast as possible. You should be easy for him, sir. He's from Mississippi, probably missing that sweet little sister of his. Sir, you know how close them southern families get.
Well, a little... Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. I just quite like the joke.
Ain't you from Texas, Kovacs?
That's correct, sir. But Texas is on the better side of South. We're a whole nother thing there, sir. While Mississippi was still riding on alligators, we were defending the Alamo.
Lieutenant Kovacs, don't be an asshole. And tell Donaldson there's plenty of shooting coming.
Alright, we are going to ask for another position report.
Alpha, this is Papa.
Papa Bear, this
We
is
can skip
Alpha. Reporting position 2 by 931. Moving to 281 by 933. Out.
Alright, as you can see, they have already covered half the distance. So, apparently they are moving straight across the countryside. Well, I think they will correct that later on during development. Alright, let's wait and wait and wait and wait. So as you can see, a lot of this game consists of waiting sometimes.
Destination reached. We're at 281.
Okay, they've arrived, but apparently I did not click the exact spot they ought to be going. So let's give
Alpha,
them a new order.
this is Papa Bear.
Papa Bear.
Yes.
Papa Bear,
Ah,
this is
okay.
Alpha. We've reached the target. The LZ's secured. Over.
Okay.
Hello, boys and girls. these fields. Please don't look back, because that safe, warm place you've left is not an option anymore. So fuck your life and have a nice day.
Alright. So after this gentle announcement, we are going to wait.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. We're on the ground.
And as you can see, Lieutenant
Ready to help those pretty white boys. Over.
Lieutenant Coleman and his Bravo platoon are now on the spot, and we are going to call for their position.
Bravo, this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Our position is 2, 8, 3, 5, 9, 3, 5, out.
Alright, so this is Bravo. Damn it. Bravo. Shit. I can't see the other markers of it, so Bravo platoon. Okay, so our new mission is to recon the VC camp, and I'm not going to march straight in there. I'm probably trying to go for the camp in a pincer movement. So we are ordering Alpha platoon to move to here.
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. Move to 8.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha.
And we will tell Bravo platoon to move over here.
Bravo, this is Papa Bear. Move to 2, 7, 5, by 9, 1, 3. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Moving to 2, 7, 5, by 9, 1, 3, out.
As you can see by the lines, this here is actually a hill, significantly higher than the surrounding area. So by placing Bravo platoon and Lieutenant Coleman over here, we will probably be able to give better fire support if attacked. So height is actually quite important if you have a firefight going on. So the platoons are on the march now, and I'm going to show you some of the other options we can ask them. For example, we can ask Alpha platoon for its status.
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. What's your status? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We are moving to destination. Reporting no KIA. 0 wounded. Our morale is excellent. We're fresh. Ammo full. Out.
Okay, as you can see, the Alpha platoon and Lieutenant Kovacs are well in shape. They have all the ammo. They are not exhausted or something, which would greatly influence their combat abilities. And they are now on the way to the objective. So we are going to wait for a little while, and then ask both for the position.
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Reporting position 2, 8, 1, by 9er 2, 5. Moving to 2, 8, 7, by 9er 1, 3, out.
Bravo, this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Our position is 2, 8, 1, by 9, 2, 6. Moving to 2, 7, 5, by 9, 1, 3, out.
So as you can see, both platoons are using this little trail over here, and are probably going to divide up here, and I think that would be the probable route. So we can play around a little with the map. We could, we don't have to. So I have never used... so we can ask for the height here. And we can see that this general area is quite a lot higher than this general area. So this hill is still lower than the lowest point over on this side. So we are just going to wait out for the enemy. I didn't want to spot it. We're just waiting for the troops to arrive at their destinations.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Position reach. We're at 2, 7, 5, by 9, 1, 3, out.
Alright, Bravo platoon has reached its position, and now we'll wait for Alpha platoon. well, they're taking a long time.
Papa Bear.
Aha.
This is Alpha. Destination reached. We're at 2, 8, 7, 5, 9, 1, 3, out.
Alright, so we are going to see who we send in. I'd say we'll have Alpha Platoon move in and check the situation.
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. Move to 281 by 910. Over.
Papa Bear. This is Alpha. Moving to 2, 8, 1, by 9, 1, 0, out.
Alright, now they're on the way.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Something's moving, problem. Grunts. 30 or so. Man. At 2, 8, 6, 5, 9, 1, 2. Moving. Southwest. Out.
Alright,
This is Alpha. We're operating in the region. That could have been us you've seen. Out.
this is something that is going to happen quite often, that one formation sees another formation and is not sure whether to identify them correctly. And if you're not cautious, you might get panicked and bombard them with napalm, and then, yeah, your platoon's gone. So you really have to take care of your map. So in this mission, it's not as pressing yet, but one of the custom missions I played yesterday evening, situation got a little confusing, and I ended up shelling my own Bravo platoon. So, okay, let's forget about that and just skip until they have arrived.
Papa Bear. This is Alpha. We're getting tired. Out.
Okay, Alpha Platoon is obviously after, yeah, something of a 12-kilometer march in hot temperature and a lot of, yeah, quite the, I don't know the English word, moist air, humidity. It's humidity. Quite the humidity. They're getting exhausted, so maybe it would have been wiser to send in Bravo Platoon first, but we shall see.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We're at the waypoint. Nobody's here now, but definitely someone was here recently. There are signs of camping and some papers. I think it's a poem. Kendrick says it's something like, turn your grief into anger.
Viet Cong propaganda. Charlie was here, for sure.
No, I missed something. Alright. So, this is the first option that will actually have the effect on the mission outcome. We can accuse the villagers of helping the enemy, or we can, yeah, not do that. I'm going to be the nice guy and not accuse the villagers.
Probably Charlie left the place before we even talked to the villagers. Burn the place to the ground and head for the LZ. There's no point in combing the forest now. Out.
Alright, so our men are going to burn the stack of
Alpha,
communist
this
propaganda
is
they
Papa
found.
Bear. What's your
Or rather,
position?
North
Over.
Vietnamese propaganda.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Reporting position 2, 8, 4, 5, 9, 1, 1, out.
Okay, our men are here. And I'm going to tell Bravo Platoon to move in a little bit closer.
Bravo, this is Papa Bear. Move to 277 by 911. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Movement in sight. Probably grunts. 30 or so man. At 2, 7, 5, 9, 1, 3. Moving southwest. Out.
Alright, same thing as
This is
before.
Bravo. That's probably us you've seen.
Yes,
Out.
and it is. So they've seen our other platoon, which is good because they are actually having a line of sight between each other, which will probably help with any engagement that might appear.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Position reach. We're at 2, 7, 7, 5, 9, 1, 1, out.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We've destroyed everything. Moving to the LZ. Over.
Alright. So we have destroyed the entire camp, and we will now retreat to the LZ to be picked up. So we are first going to tell Alpha Platoon to move towards the LZ, while Bravo Platoon overwatches the entire situation.
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. Move to 283 by 932. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Moving to 283 by 932. Out.
Alright, let's wait.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We are under attack from 282 by 909. Over.
Okay, so we have a position of enemy forces at 282-909. So they are quite close to the other formation. So let's... Alpha will have stopped their contact, their movement towards the LZ.
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. What's the encounter status? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We are exchanging fire with enemy grunts at 282 by 9.
Okay, so they are engaging, they have the high ground, which is good, but the enemy is overpowering them, numbers-wise. So we are going to order Bravo Platoon to tell us whether they actually see the enemy.
Bravo, this is Papa Bear. You see Victor Charlie? Report all contacts. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo.
Okay, they don't see them, so we are going to tell them to move towards them.
Bravo,
As
this
you,
is Papa Bear.
as we have
Move
skipped,
to
the
279
enemy have actually
by
wounded one of our soldiers,
910.
which is not too
Over.
critical, but in this mission we don't have the necessary
Papa Bear,
means to
this is
extract
Bravo.
them.
Moving to 279 by 1.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Sir, those Victor Charlie fighters are very determined. We are wasting them in tons, but that's not stopping them.
That's the attitude I can respect.
Okay, some radio chatter about the Viet
Papa
Cong.
Bear, this is Bravo. Something's moving, problem. Grunts. 30 or so. Man. At. T.
Christ, those Charlie are not stepping down. Thank God we have support.
Okay, now we can tell Bravo Platoon to actually engage.
Bravo, this is
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. We're ready to engage enemy. Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Position reach 2.
Papa Bear, this
I think
is
I
Alpha.
messed
We
something
have
up.
wounded.
Yeah,
Over.
why are they over here now? And not the way they are supposed to be. Alpha Platoon, report contacts.
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. You see Victor Charlie? Report all contacts. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We report enemy grunts 15 or so man at 282 by 909.
I have no idea how Bravo Platoon ended up there. I don't have the option on to actually
Bravo.
allow
Papa Bear.
platoons to get
Move
lost or
to
something yet,
281
which I will probably do
by
later.
911.
I probably have clicked
Over.
somewhere where I wasn't supposed to click,
Papa Bear, this is Bravo.
which is not
Moving
good,
to Papa
because...
Bear, this is Bravo. We see grunts at 282 by 909 as Charlie.
Okay,
Out.
they finally have identified
This is Bravo.
the
Charlie
enemy
position
infantry as such,
at
and they are going to
282
engage them.
by 90.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Charlie unit fragged. Out.
Okay, that was quite quick, and they have fragged Charlie unit, so this enemy
Papa
infantry
Bear, this is Alpha. No longer under
is
fire.
gone. So you
Out.
always have to keep track of which units your units are engaging. So if the message comes that they are fragged, you can take them out of the games. You can actually destroy the entire icon, but I just like to put them to the side to have an approximate of how many Viet Cong soldiers my forces have destroyed. So we are now giving Alpha Platoon the order to move to the LZ.
Alpha, this is
So
Papa Bear.
we'll...
Move to 283
Bravo Platoon.
by 9. Bravo.
Okay,
This
radio
is
chatter,
Papa Bear.
then.
Moving to 2-8.
Papa.
You can always skip those with accelerating the game. Alrighty, so Bravo Platoon is going to move, and we are going to ask, just for good measure, Alpha Platoon,
Alpha,
how many
this is Papa
wounded they have.
Bear. What's your status? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We are moving to destination. Reporting no KIA. 3 wounded. Our morale is excellent. We're fresh. Ammo full. Out.
So the thing with KIA and wounded is that they are going to affect the squad's morale, so the platoon's morale. And if the morale breaks, you simply lose radio contact and they are basically eliminated out of the game. The thing is, if you have a helicopter, a transport helicopter, which we will have next mission, we can actually evacuate them and replace them with new soldiers, so basically eliminating the effects. The problem is that you usually only have one helicopter unit, but multiple infantry units, which is going to run over your ability to replace casualties. Okay, so we're now just going to
Papa
wait.
Bear, this is Alpha. I have to tell you, Captain, if all Charlie are so determined, we have a problem. It looked like they wanted to win a lot more than we did. They were ignoring KIA on their side, only interested in tearing us to pieces. And the hatred, damn. They sure hate us, sir.
Tell you one thing, white boy. If I were Vietnamese and some assholes from across the seas would invade in my country,
Wait a second, I'm going to change something with the video options. I think they weren't quite ideal. All right. I see why. I see why. Okay.
this is some stupid ass democracy.
Here we are.
I would join Viet Cong, that's for sure.
All right, now it's our time to answer.
Cut the crap, Coleman. Alpha and Bravo, move out to the LZ. Out.
So let's wait for them to move. We don't have to.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We're closing in on the LZ. No enemy in sight. Over.
All right.
This is Bravo.
Sir, if I may. The fight today?
Oops, sorry.
I hear you, Kovacs. You boys have done well.
All right.
Looks like somebody had his cherry pop today. Congratulations, my boy. From now on, you're a true American-born killer.
Oh, shut up, preacher. Be serious. I don't think I should be writing about this in a letter to Luann.
Who?
Luann. That's...
Our little bull's white princess. Good advice from old comrade. Let today be our little secret.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Destination reached. We're at 283 by 932. Out.
Okay, so here we can watch the replay. So the Viet Cong had been over there all wrong. So as you can see, the unit moved over here. So this is actual unit positions. And quite a lot of information about the stats. So as you can see, their stamina is actually moving. You can't see that well. From 1 down, and if they reach a certain point, especially if they are going uphill, they are starting to get tired. So over here they have reached a point where they are going to be at 0.05. So the Viet Cong moves away. Apparently they were not fragged. They were. And as you can see, this over here would actually imply that the villagers want them. Yet I'm not going to bother with that. So we are going to end this first mission, and we're going to see how many stars we get for it. 3 out of 5. That's not too good. We are going to continue with the second mission, which is The Hill in Dong Nai Province, Operation Hump. And our mission is basically to evacuate an entire company's worth of wounded men with our helicopter troops and our flying our Alpha and Bravo platoons, again commanded by Coleman and Kovacs. So, I'm not sure whether every mission has it, but this has one, and has a different tone than the first intro.
Dear Lucas, they are sending us to Dong Nai. Damn, boy, I don't even know how to write it properly. To fight for some hills that, according to Westmoreland and his crew, should be ours and not the Viet Cong's. Don't ask me why. They don't say such things as simple grunts. I have no idea where those hills are, but you can check it in your wise books. The weather here is awful. Every living being, from snake to peasant, wants me dead. The sea rations are literally poisonous, and our M16s are always jammed. We're doing 100 miles on foot, usually through jungle, bearing tons of equipment. So, to answer your question, yes, I miss home. But the boys, I heard before about soldiers' friendship, this special bond brothers in arms bullshit, and always thought it was stupid. But it's all true, brother. I mentioned to you about this white boy from Texas, Michael. In the country, we wouldn't even talk to each other, but in Vietnam, I would like you to meet him one day. Gotta finish. How are your grades? And how's Ma? Tell her I love her. Yours, Marlon.
You really gotta appreciate the voice acting in this game. It's just brilliant. So, what I did not show you last time, as you can see, our choppers are not here. And we have an artillery battery over here. So, we are going to go back to our desk and the map. No, we are not, because I forgot to turn on the radio. Oops, sorry. Like that. And turn on the radio, go to the map, and ask for units report.
This is Papa Bear. Units report. Over.
This is Alpha. We're on the Hill 66. The situation is tight, but the worst is over. C Company has taken heavy losses. There are wounded and KIA to evacuate. We managed to secure the LZ and we are ready for Green 1. Over.
Kovacs, this is Cole. Hang on, kid. Help is coming. It's always been like this in America. If you wanted the war won, you should have given it to the blacks.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. Cavalry's on the way. Deploying Bravo ETA 5 minutes. Why is it always us helping those girls from C Company?
So now we are going to meet a real jock, which is the boss of the helicopter squadron, Green 1 we have. And
Green 1, I assume you wanted to say that Baker Company is proud to bring help to brothers in arms.
My thoughts exactly, sir. This climate is messing with my head. Green 1 out.
I really love this radio banter. We are going to ask for Green 1's position report.
Green 1, this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. Reporting position 13052. Niner. Moving to 1585356. Out.
Okay, it would be stupid to ask for Bravo platoon now because they're in the choppers, so yeah. We are going to wait for the helicopter squadron to actually deploy Bravo squadron into the fray. So,
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Movement in sight. Probably slicks. 5 or so units at 1535347. Moving northeast. Out.
okay, slicks,
This is Green
as you can see.
We are operating in the region. It could have been us you've seen. Out.
I find it rather unlikely that the Vietnamese have some sort of helicopters, or especially UAVs like Slicks, So they are seeing our helicopters, which is of course quite a lot easier than enemy or friendly infantry.
Papa Bear, this is Green
Okay,
One.
they are Z.
Destination reached. We're at the LZ at 1585356 out.
Okay, green 1, order, transport. What? Oh, sorry, I missed something. I can't. Yeah,
Green 1, this is Papa Bear. Do you copy? Over.
stupid. Just.
Papa Bear, this is Green One. Awaiting for orders. Copy right. Out.
Okay, green 1 should actually be able to.
Green
Sorry.
1,
Unload.
this is Papa Bear. Empty the vehicle. Over.
I messed something up and wasted a few minutes, but this
Papa
is.
Bear, this is Green One. Unloading live cargo.
Okay.
Out.
So we
Papa Bear,
have
this is Green One.
unloaded.
Unloading finished.
Bravo.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. We're at the LZ meeting with Alpha. I see Kovacs and his platoon. Out.
Papa Bear, this is Green One. We're ready to collect the wounded in KIA. Approximately 24 passengers. We'll have to make a few rounds. Waiting for orders. Over.
Alright, we tell green 1 to move to the first location. To this allied platoon.
Green 1, this is Papa Bear. Move to 1, 6,
And we'll
5,
tell
5, 3,
Alpha
5,
platoon
over.
to move
Alpha,
to this.
this is Papa Bear. Move to 1, 5, 5, by 3, 6, 7. Over. Bravo. This is Papa Bear. Move to 1, 4, 9, by 3, 5, 7. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Green One. Moving to 165 by 355. Out.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Moving to 149er by 357. Out.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Moving to 155 by 367 out.
Papa Bear, this is Green One. Destination.
Okay, so what I did is I ordered Alpha and Bravo platoon to assume defensive positions over here, which are on those little hilltops, which will give them excellent opportunities to entrench and actually overview the overwatch the terrain in front of them, which is not as forested. So we are
Green 1,
actually
this
telling
is Papa Bear. Collect the
Green
wounded
1.
and deliver the goods. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Green One. We're taking wounded soldiers and leaving supplies. Out.
And so the allied platoons of C Company are not under our command. They are just sitting there and waiting to be rescued. So they are only relevant as mission targets. And now the helicopter squadron, Green 1, is actually taking on their wounded. And I'm going to make a little text note for myself. And they are quite big, so... And I'm gonna text... damn it. Base, and you're going to see why. So let's wait a little.
Papa Bear, this is Green One.
Okay, so we will tell them to move to base,
Green
which is
1,
not on this
This
map,
is Papa Bear. Move to the base. Over.
which would be somewhere around here. Is
Papa
the
Bear,
base.
this is Green One. Moving to the base. Out.
So I'm just telling them to move to the base,
Papa Bear, this is Green One.
and
Movement
I'm
spotted. Probably grunts. 30 or so.
yeah, I don't want to need this because they are just seeing each other, and the base
Papa Bear,
marker
this
is
Green
just
One.
okay. They
Destination
have reached the base.
We're at the base at 6.
Green
Okay,
1,
this
Papa
was
Bear,
again
Papa Bear,
stupid.
This is Green.
Okay.
Awaiting for orders. Copy right. Out.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. We are under fire from 139er by 360. Over.
Okay, there's an enemy infantry group over here. I'm not entirely sure where Bravo platoon
Bravo.
is, so
This
as you
is
can see,
Papa
I
Bear.
didn't
What's your
watch it
position?
correctly.
Over.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Our position is 150.
Okay, they actually...
357 out.
I must have missed the first alert that they have arrived. And how about Alpha Platoon?
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Reporting position 1, 5, 6, 5, 3, 6, 3. Moving to 1, 5, 5, 5, 3, 6, 7. Out.
Okay. So, I'm not entirely sure whether
Green 1, this is Papa
our helicopters
Bear.
are ready
What's
to go
your
again.
status? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. We are dropping live cargo. Reporting. Papa
Okay,
Bear,
they are.
This is
Ah,
Green
they're
1.
finished. Oh, sorry. Nah, I'm already. So as you can see, they are here now. They are hovering. They are ready to go. And what I'm going to do is to tell them. God damn it! Nah, that was
Green
stupid.
1,
Papa Bear, this is Green 1.
I have a little problem. I want to tell them. So those are done. I'm going to tell them to go for the next target over here. Okay, now I gotta be fast.
Green 1, this is Papa Bear. Move to 1, 5, 0, 5, 3, 5, 0. Over.
Papa Bear,
No.
this is Green 1.
Okay.
Moving to 1, 5, 0, 5, 3, 5, 0. Out.
I don't know why that happened, but I've already seen them like really departing and not only popping around. Yeah, maybe I messed something up, but okay. So usually you see like the helicopters flying away. I'm not entirely sure whether Alpha finally have reached their
Alpha,
position.
this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Reporting position 1, 5, 5, 5, 3, 6, 5. Moving to 1, 5, 5, 5, 3, 6, 7. Out.
Okay, so it's like a few hundred meters for them left.
Papa Bear, this is Coleman. We're under fire. Nothing serious, and we're all dug in, but perhaps it'd be a good idea to shell the enemy positions. That should scare off nukes and give us some air to breathe.
Okay. So we have now.
There's an artillery unit nearby. I'll see what I can do. Sit tight.
Ah, okay. So sorry, I forgot that I have to ask.
Foxtrot, this is Papa Bear. Do you read me? Over. Foxtrot, my boys would be grateful for some support. Over. Come in, Foxtrot. Do you read me? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Foxtrot. We hear you nice and clear. How can we help you? Over.
All right, let's ask Bravo Platoon for their contacts.
Bravo. This is Papa Bear. You see Victor Charlie? Report all contacts. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. We report, Charlie. Snipers, 2, man, at 1, 3, 9, 5, 3, 6, 0, out.
Okay, so now we have the mission or the order that there's enemy snipers, not regular grunts. So they were just under fire. Tell me what exactly those were. So now I'm going to tell my friendly guys for the artillery. I love the artillery. I was an artilleryman myself. And to tell them to basically shell their position.
Foxtrot, this is Papa Bear. Bring smoke at 1, 3, 9, by 3, 6, 0. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Foxtrot. Understood. Beginning shelling at 1, 3, 9er by.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. We're safe, no longer under fire. Out.
Okay. So it's safe to assume that this enemy sniper group is either out of order or completely destroyed. At least they are not firing on my men anymore. How's the status of the contacts on Alpha? Okay, so they have finished their barrage and they have
Alpha,
to cool down
this
maybe.
is Papa Bear. You see Victor Charlie? Report all contacts. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We report enemy. Snipers, 2 man at 150 by 377 out.
Holy shit, Foxtrot. Beautiful fireworks. We love your subtle style. The whole hill is shaking.
Okay, so Alpha Platoon has also some skirmishes that are snipers that are firing on them. So
Foxtrot,
we are going
this
to
is
give them a head as
Papa
well.
Bear. Bring smoke at 150 by 377. Over.
Papa Bear,
Yeah.
this is Foxtrot. No can do, sir. We have to cool down. Out.
So as you can see, the artillery has some time to cool down their barrels, otherwise they would probably go off, which after 5 rounds I find rather amusing. So we'll have to wait for a few minutes before they actually are going to be ready to fire. So we are going to
Alpha,
ask
this is
Alpha
Papa
for
Bear.
their...
What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Reporting position 155 by 366.
Okay, they are finally sort of there where they're supposed to be. So we are going to ask for the damn
Green
choppers.
1, this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is
Ah.
Green 1. Reporting position 142 by 334. Moving to 150 by 350. Out.
Okay, they are...
Papa Bear, this is
Aha,
Green 1.
here they are. We can tell them to medivac
By
again.
350. Out.
Green 1, this is Papa Bear. Collect the wounded and deliver the goods. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Foxtrot.
So we can finally tell them to barrage them.
This is Green 1. We're taking wounded soldiers and leaving supplies. Out.
Foxtrot, this...
Papa Bear. Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Papa Bear, this is...
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Something's moving, Bravo. Grunts. 30 or so. Man. At 142 by 361. Moving. Southeast. Out.
So 30 men at 1725, moving southeast, so basically there. Okay, so they are probably going for C Company. So we are probably...
Papa Bear, this is Green 1.
Okay, Green 1
We're ready to lift off.
is actually done and ready to lift off to
Green
base.
1, this is Papa Bear. Move to the
Papa
base.
Bear, this is Bravo. We are under fire from 143 by 360. Over.
Okay,
Oh,
as
do
you
what I
see, we have a...
Positive, Kovacs. Papa Bear, we have a problem. Looks like the shelling was too intense, and Charlie went bananas. They are not pulling back, sir. I repeat, Charlie are charging towards our position.
Okay, let's give him hell. Let's put it like in front. If they are charging for position, we should maybe
Foxtrot,
move it like
this
that.
is Papa Bear. Bring smoke at 145 by 358. Over.
Papa Bear,
Yeah,
this is
of course.
Foxtrot. No can do, sir. We have to cool down.
As usual with the artillery.
Papa
I'm
Bear,
allowed to say that.
this is
Okay,
Bravo.
so now we have
Requesting medevac.
wounded
Over.
at the at Bravo platoon, which I am afraid we have to ignore because our mission is to evacuate the enemies.
This is Foxtrot.
The enemies are companions of the other company. So now we have the artillery ready again, and we are going to shell this
Foxtrot,
area.
this is Papa Bear.
Papa Bear. Papa Bear. Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Movement in sight. Probably grunts. 30 or so man at 150 by 371. moving southeast, out.
Okay,
Bear,
30.
This is Alpha. We are under attack from 150 by 371. Over.
Okay, so as you can see, they have casualties. No, not a casualty, but rather a...
Bravo. This is Papa Bear. You see Victor Char...
Papa
Over.
Bear. Papa Bear. This is Bravo. We report unidentified grunts. 10 or so. Man at 145 by 359. Moving southeast. Out.
Okay, so they have moved... sorry for the little yawn. And they have moved significantly
Sir,
closer.
They are not pulling back. On the contrary.
Okay, so let's... damn. I think they are still...
Foxtrot. This...
Papa Bear. Papa Bear.
Okay, that was excellent timing. Like, a
Beginning
few
showing
seconds
at
after my order, they are actually ready.
5 by 3 5 9er out.
Papa Bear. This is Bravo. We're safe. No longer under fire.
Ah,
Out.
so as you can see, Bravo Company is now no longer under fire, which lets me presume that those are KIA. They didn't report on it for some reason, but I think the enemy is now
5 rounds
out of soldiers over here.
End of barrage. Out.
Okay, let's have an approximate of where the choppers are,
Green one.
slicks.
This is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. Reporting position 102 by 257. Moving to 54 by 163. Out.
Okay, so as you can see, they have to cross 50 little squares. I don't know the English word again. And 50 little squares would mean 50 times 100 meters would mean 5 kilometers in one direction. So they have quite a distance ahead of them.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Request.
Okay, Alpha Platoon is taking some hits.
Alpha. This is...
Papa Bear. Papa Bear, this is Alpha.
3 wounded,
We are
which is
under
not
fire.
too bad yet.
Reporting
So
to
I've seen
KIA. 3
platoons
wounded.
with
Our morale
up to
is
15
excellent.
wounded
We're
fight.
fresh. Ammo.
As
Papa Bear,
usual.
This is Alpha. Shooting at enemy at 152 by 370. Out.
Okay, so the enemy is actually closing in on Alpha Platoon.
Foxtrot.
So
This is
we
Papa
are
Bear.
going
Bring
to
smoke at 1
bring
5 0
hell upon them.
3 7 0. Over.
Papa Bear.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. The night is falling, sir, and as much as I love pretending to be Batman, night's not the best time to carry out the evacuation. Soon we won't see shit, and those Charlie are still out there, waiting with their Russian RPGs.
Okay, so we have now the option to abort the mission and leave the rest of the wounded outside, which we are obviously not going to do.
Green 1, this is Papa Bear. Scotty, we have to evacuate those boys as fast as possible. We're not taking a break yet. Carry on. Over.
I hear you, sir. Looks like some more Batmaning ahead of us. Out.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. We pushed them back, sir. Still exchanging fire. That was some fight, sir. Fucking crazy Billy was for real.
Just-
Papa Bear. This is Alpha.
Ooh.
Charlie unit fragged. Out.
So we can
Papa Bear,
assume that
this is
they are
Green
done
1.
for.
Destination reached. We're at the base. At 5 4 by 163. Out.
Papa Bear. This is Alpha. No longer under fire. Out.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. We're at the base. Dropping live cargo. We're refilling fuel. Out.
So the good thing is that we have evacuated the 2 wounded markers that were closest to the enemy when it was still light, we can now wait for... we can now evacuate the last one, which is the safest one, when it's dark. So hopefully we are not going to lose any choppers.
Papa Bear, this is Foxtrot. Cooldown completed.
Okay, so as there's nothing else to do, we are going to ask Bravo Platoon for
This is
any
Papa
news on
Bear.
contact.
You see Victor Char over.
Papa Bear.
Okay, no contacts with Bravo, which is good.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1.
Okay, now let's tell Green 1 to move out again towards the last batch of wounded.
Green 1.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1.
Ah,
We're under
okay, so
fire.
this is story
Enemy
event.
is popping at us from the forest. Can't see shit in this darkness.
Okay, so Green 1 and this story event, because they should be somewhere over here, are now under fire.
Papa Bear, we're taking damage. I think there's smoke coming out from Green 2, but it's too dark to be sure. Tomasovich, do you hear me? Over. I think they got some heavy machine guns down there. Maybe even an RPG. Holy shit, Green 2's hit. I repeat, machine's on fire. John, do you copy? Answering, Tomasovich. Papa Bear, Green 2's down. They hit the ground hard. I can see flames and possible gunfire. We're unable to help them. Over.
So, as you can see, we have actually sacrificed one of our slicks to, save the other men of the C Company, and we are going
Green
to tell
1,
them...
continue your mission. C Company will send someone ASAP. Over.
Okay. So, as you can see, Scotty, the commander of the squadron of helicopters, is not too happy with our decision to let them fly by night. And now we will have to wait. Okay, they have arrived. And we are going to order them to Medivac.
5, 3, 4, 2, out.
Green 1, this is Papa Bear. Collect the wounded and deliver the goods. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. Wounded on board. We're ready to lift off. Out.
Okay.
Papa Bear, this is Major Ellis from Company C. With that blast transport, all of my boys were moved to safety. I owe you big for this one. Out.
Okay, so we have to leave Hill 66.
Alpha, Bravo, this is Papa Bear. Wrap your shit up, boys. I just received new orders from CC. We are leaving the hill. Choppers are on the way.
So, that's it. We're leaving? Why did we fight for this fucking hill in the first place?
I really would like to take the second answer just for out of interest what is going on, but I kind of can't really do that. I'm going to go with the first one. Yeah.
I don't know, Kovacs. I really don't know.
Okay, here we are. So we suffered 2 KIA, which I think is from the wounded. Or I'm not sure whether I actually lost men. As you can see, there was quite the amount of Vietnamese. This is actually a map from a survival mission where you have to basically survive as long as you can. And yeah, we would have... In this mission you have at least some napalm bombings. And we are going to see again how this went out. Okay, so here we dropped and we moved in. And big firefight, big firefight. Okay, yeah, not too interesting, but crossing the river, which we never have had intended to do, would have probably cost us our entire platoon. So let's go to the menu, and I think we are going, let me check the watch, for the third mission. Yes, we are. Okay, Bamboo Pentagon. So this is the first mission I've never played before. And some headquarters. The Bamboo Pentagon. Orchestrating the actions of North Vietnamese forces. Your objective is to search the area, find the headquarters and destroy it. The area of operations was scorched by heavy bombing, so enemy resistance should be low. Yeah, I doubt that for some reason. Still, you should choose your LZ carefully while deploying Alpha and Bravo. Be on the lookout for mines, snipers and booby traps. Use air support when needed. So this is the first time we are going to be confronted with the dirty kind of guerrilla warfare of booby traps and mines. And snipers. We have seen some snipers, but they were kind of no problem. So let's see whether we will be able to make this.
Survive. This war ain't gonna last long. Maybe the majority is still buying LBJ's bullshit, but every day, more and more people are questioning the news. Especially black brothers. We organize anti-war demonstrations every week, pressing those DC pricks against the wall. Sometimes things go really crazy. Have you heard about this man who set himself on fire in November? You know, like one of those Vietnamese monks. And now people are saying that World War II veterans will be giving back their medals as a sign of protest. Things are pretty hot down here, though surely not as hot as where you are. Survive. We will end this war for you. By the way, don't ask me about college anymore. Got expelled. Our demonstration was attacked by some rednecks who decided to throw balloons with paint at us. But of course, police stepped in only after I hit one of them with a peace sign. Guess how many black cops were securing the demonstration? College authorities put me in kangaroo court for breaking the school statute. Guess how many black teachers were sitting in this court? Fuck it. Now I have more time for things that are really important, like fighting for our rights and against this war. Survive. Please. Yours, Lucas.
So I don't really want to be in the shoes of a black soldier, especially a black officer, fighting in Vietnam while you hear these stories of your brother being expelled for demonstrating. Maybe it wasn't really necessary to hit someone with a peace sign, but yeah. So our next mission, away from political debate, let's turn on the radio.
This is Cormorant 1. We've been scorching the area for hours. The earth is still shaking, and the jungle is burning in many places. Looks like the coast is clear. Returning to the base now. Over.
Okay, Cormorant 1 are probably our best friends. They are the bombers, the Air Force, and they carry napalm bombs. So, while napalm is questionable from a humane point of view, it still is very efficient. And we are, or at least effective. I wouldn't say efficient, it's effective. And we are probably going to use it like madmen over here.
Roger that, Cormorant 1. Green 1, this is Papa Bear. Pick up Alpha and head to the designated area. Bravo, wait for your turn. Over.
Roger that, Papa Bear. Green 1 out.
Okay, so let's ask for Green 1's position.
Green 1, this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. Reporting position 557 by 9er 7. Moving to 613 by 230. Out.
Okay, 557. So, oh, they are not on the map yet. And 97, so somewhere over here. Okay, doesn't matter. We are going to wait for further reports.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. Destination reached. We're at 613 by 230. Out.
Okay, Green 1. Disembark whatever
Green
you've
1,
loaded.
this is Papa Bear. Empty the vehicle. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. Unloading live cargo. Out. Papa Bear, this is Green 1. Unloading finished. Out.
Okay, so we are going to unload. So we have
Thanks for the lift, Scotty. Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We're at the LZ awaiting orders. Over.
low. Ah, I was clicking the wrong one. Okay, so they are at the LZ. And awaiting orders. So we have to deploy Bravo platoon now, which is probably
Bravo,
at the base.
this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Our
Okay, so we have to tell Green 1 to move to the base.
Niner, out.
Papa Bear, this is... Anyone, this is Green 3. We've been hit. Commence the emergency landing. We're gonna hit those trees hard.
Who? Okay. Someone is gonna hit some trees. Please tell me it's none of our helicopters. Which I think it is. Please
Green 1,
don't. Please
this is Papa
don't.
Bear.
Please
What's
don't.
your status? Over.
Papa Bear, this is
Okay,
Green 1.
it was
We
someone
are
else.
moving.
Thank-
Reporting. 0 choppers down. No hits
Ah.
taken. Boys morale high. Fuel level high. Out.
Alright, so we have friendly choppers over there.
To all units, this is Green 3. We are not under attack at the moment, but we have landed. Send help. Over.
Okay, so we are going to tell Alpha Platoon to move towards them, but as we have been warned about enemy casualties. Oh, wait. We will move there
Alpha,
slowly.
This is Papa
And we
Bear.
will tell Green
Move
1
to
to actually
6,
turn
0,
around, although
6,
this might
5,
be a bad
2,
idea
3,
because they were
6.
shot down over
Proceed
there.
with caution. Over. Green 1. This
But
is
we
Papa
want to
Bear.
medevac
Move
those
to
men.
6, 0, 6, by 2, 3, 6. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. Moving to 6, 0, 6, by 2, 3, 6. Out.
Unfortunately, we have no way to contact Green 3 for some reason.
Moving to 6, 0, 6, by 2, 3, 6. Moving slow and cautious. Out.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha.
Sir, our Doc Biscuit. He wants to break through Charlie's lines and help Green 3. We can see the smoke from here. It's not that far.
Oh shit,
That's doable
I
if
should
we
have
send
been
2
a
or
little
3
bit
grunts
more
with him. What do you
calm.
say, sir? Over.
Okay, so we are
It's too
going
dangerous
for
to
it.
send only a few people, Kovacs. Gather all of Alpha and go with your doc. Your new objective is to save those pilots, Kovacs. Good luck. Green 1,
Ah.
this is Papa Bear. Do you copy? Over.
Okay, so they can move to the
Green
base.
1,
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. Papa Bear, this is... Papa Bear, this is Green 1.
So Green 1 has to load.
5, 4, 5, 8, 9er. Out.
Green 1, this is Papa Bear. Collect friendly unit. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. Papa Bear, this is
Okay,
Green.
so they're
Papa
taking
Bear,
the infantry.
this is Green
They
1.
have unit on
Unit
board.
on board.
Loading
Load
finished.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We're at the crash site. Both pilots are still alive. Biscuit took care of them, and we're taking them with us. Alpha out.
Okay, so this worked brilliantly. What's the next thing to do? Are you guys actually ready to
Green
depart
1,
again? Because
This is Papa Bear. What's
usually
your
they'd
status?
say they
Over.
have refilled.
Papa Bear, this is Green 1. We are awaiting order.
Okay, so actually they have already been... Oh shoot. Actually they have already been taken on, and they have taken on fuel.
Green 1, this is Papa Bear.
So we'll
Move
send them
to
in.
6, 1, 2, by 2, 2, 9. Over.
Papa Bear, this
Okay.
is Green 1. Moving to 6, 1, 2, 5, 2, 2, 9er. Out.
I'm already preparing a Bravo platoon marker, which I will set at base for now.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Movement in sight. Probably 6, 5 or so units at 6, 1, 1, 5, 2, 2, 7.
This is Green 1. Papa
Yeah,
Bear,
so they
this
see
is Green
each other
1.
again. Now we will unload the...
9er. Out.
Green 1,
Papa Bear, this is Papa Bear. This is Green 1. Unloading finished. Out.
Okay, so now we are going to look for a Viet
Papa
Cong.
Bear,
I
this
guess.
is Cowboy 1. We're locked and loaded, waiting for orders, and eager to show those dinks the power of democracy. Just point us at the target. Over.
Okay, some racist slurs, but okay. Okay, I'm not entirely sure where to go. So let's contact HQ. Search the area looking for a VC base. Okay, let's send Cowboy 1. Ah, it's a rocket strike plane. Good. Good to know that. Okay, I have no idea where to look. Maybe we should wait for a few
Alpha.
minutes.
Papa Bear.
No? Oh, excellent. We can put this away. And tell you folks to move cautiously to here.
Alpha, this is
Oh,
Papa
no,
Bear.
shit.
Move to 616 by 234 ASAP. Over. Alpha, this is Papa Bear. Move to 616 by 233. Proceed with caution. Over. Bravo.
Maybe it's
This is
more.
Papa Bear. Move to 604 by 231. Proceed with caution. Alpha, this is
Papa Bear. This is Papa Bear. This is Bravo. Something's moving, Bravo. Grunts. 30 or so. Man. At 6.
Okay, we'll send the helicopters back to base so they don't get fired upon.
Out.
Green 1. This
We will.
This is Alpha. Moving to. Papa Bear, this is Green. Papa Bear. This is Alpha. Papa Bear. This is Alpha. We're operating in the. Papa Bear, this is Green 1. We're running.
As you can see, they are running out of fuel already. Alpha Platoon, I messed it up a little.
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Reporting position 604 by 235. Moving to 601 by 236. Out.
Okay, it
Bravo.
would have been
This is
really
Papa
nice
Bear.
to
What's your
have
position?
some
Over.
indication of the Vietnamese positions.
Papa Bear. This is Bravo. Our position is 609 by 230. Moving to 604 by 231. Out.
Ah,
Papa Bear, this is Green. Papa Bear, this is.
okay, they
Papa
are
Bear,
refilling,
this
they
is-
have refilled.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Destination reached. We're at 601 by 236. Out.
Okay, so let's move them down as well. Move slowly down here.
Alpha, this is Papa.
Papa Bear.
Papa Bear. This is Bravo. Position reach. We're at 6.
This is awkward, but I'd rather leave them to move slowly.
Bravo, this is Papa Bear.
Papa. Papa Bear. This is Bravo.
Aha.
We are under fire from 613
Oops.
by 219. Over. Papa Bear. This is Bravo. Opening fire in Charlie position. At.
Okay, Bravo, where are you actually?
Out.
Bravo, this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear. This is Bravo. Our position is 608 by 22.
Okay, and where's Alpha?
Alpha, this is Papa Bear. What's your position? Over.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Reporting position 601 by 229. Moving to 602 by 220. Out.
Okay, we are going to tell Alpha Platoon to hurry the dam up and move them to here, right between those forests.
Alpha,
And
this
we
is
are
Papa Bear.
ordering
Move
some
2,
fireworks.
6,
Let's
0,
get
7,
the
5,
rocket
2,
strike.
1, 7. Over. Cowboy 1. This is Papa Bear. Scorch the ground at 6, 1, 3. By 2, 1, 9. Over.
Papa Bear, this is
Okay, in 3 minutes.
Papa Bear. This is Cowboy 1. Firing rockets. Out.
Okay, let's wait for the report from Bravo.
Papa Bear. This is Cowboy 1.
Papa Bear.
Aha, brilliant.
Enemy unit wasted.
So, apparently, our strike has killed the first unit.
Papa Bear. This is Bravo. We're safe. No longer under fire.
But this leaves me under the impression.
So I think we have to start looking for underground tunnels. Over.
Why is that, Bravo? Over.
We've been running around this jungle for a while now, and we ain't found shit. If this mythical Vietnamese Pentagon really exists, it has to be underground. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Candy speaking, if I may.
Who's Candy?
Identify yourself, soldier.
Be grateful because Green Berets are here to save the day.
Ooh.
We've heard you're having a hell of a time finding Charlie tunnels, and as it happens, we just had a friendly chat with a VC veteran captured by Arvin. In his last words, he assured us that you can find the entrance in one of these tree copses. Over.
I dig you, Candy. I heard a lot of good things about your squad and your work ethics. And many bad things, too. Over.
What can I say, Preacher? We're Delta, the rock stars of the Vietnam War. But not all zipperheads like our gigs. Candy out.
Alright, so we got a message from the Special Forces, the Green Berets, and they told us that anywhere over here we have enemy forces. So what I intend to do is, I don't think we have to look here. We've been there, although there were enemies over here. We will take a look. It's on the way, basically.
Alpha,
What we will
this
do
is
with
Papa
Bravo
Bear. Move
is
2,
that we
6,
will send
0,
them
7, 5,
towards
2, 2,
this
5.
over
Proceed
here.
with caution. Over. Bravo. This is Papa Bear. Move 2, 6, 2, 0. By 2, 2, 6. Proceed with caution. Over.
I think we can afford to actually increase the distance between the two platoons, because we do have the option to move our forces easily with the usage of our helicopters. So, yeah. I'm not entirely sure how to operate them, because it's shouldn't be too easy having them there on time and not wasting any precious minutes. So,
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. I think we found those tunnels. Manny nearly tripped over a wood-made hatch hidden in some bushes. Over.
okay, that was easier than thought. Okay, we
Roger that, Alpha. Secure the perimeter and wait for Bravo. Out.
I think that was way too easy, but I'm going to order Bravo to move to the position of
Bravo.
Alpha.
This is Papa Bear. Move 2, 6, 0, 8.
Papa Bear. This is Bravo. Papa Bear. This is Bravo.
Okay, now, so what's to do over here now? Engage?
Alpha, this is
Papa Bear.
Okay, we've reached the position, and now? Okay, I'm not entirely sure what to do now. Oh, okay, one thing we may be doing is...
Bravo. this is Papa Bear. Move to the road. Over.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Moving to the road. Out.
I'm not entirely sure what the road is.
Bravo, this is
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Our position is 608 by 224. Papa Bear, this is Coleman. Fragile for this kind of deal. Over.
Bravo, this is Papa Bear. Move to 605 by 225. Over.
Okay, Lieutenant Coleman wants to move into the tunnel. I do not know why the commander of one of our platoons has to do this dangerous job, but okay.
Bravo, this is Papa Bear. Permission granted. Check where those tunnels lead. Be careful. Over.
Fuck, that won't be a pleasant experience.
Well,
I hear you, Preacher, but that's a must. Over.
Fucking gooks and their fucking tunnels. What are they? An army of rats? Okay, Papa Bear. I'm going in. Bravo out. Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Moving to 6.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. It's been a while since Coleman went into this tunnel.
3 minutes.
Over.
Be patient, Kovacs. Out.
You really gotta appreciate those voice actors. They are really good. They are handpicked, and it just works brilliantly. So they convey the story brilliantly.
Papa Bear, this is Kovacs. Again. Sir, we heard some noises from down there. You think Coleman's in danger? Over.
Pull yourself together, Lieutenant, and wait
Ooh.
patiently.
God damn it, Papa Bear. Something is wrong. I feel it. We've had no sign from Coleman for far too long. I'm going in after him.
No, you're not. Control yourself, soldier. That's an order. Papa Bear out.
I do get the feeling that Lieutenant Kovacs is going to go in anyways.
Papa Bear,
Ah.
this is Coleman.
Bravo, report.
I'm alive. Those tunnels, they're all over the area. Dark and narrow as fuck. I bumped into one of those gooks. He was right there, behind the corner, waiting.
Still there, Coleman?
Yes, yes, sir. He jumped me, threw my gun away. He was trying to strangle me. This motherfucker rat bit my cheek. I cut his throat.
Have you found their HQ, Coleman?
I think so, sir. The tunnels lead to some kind of underground facility. I haven't had time to look closely. There was some people inside, but yes, I think that's it. Over.
Good work, Coleman. Papa Bear out.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We're in position, ready for action. Permission to use tear gas. Over.
I'm pretty sure Charlie's equipped with gas masks. Plus, they know the area, so don't want to reduce your sight. Over.
You may be right, Preacher. But boys are a little nervous. Some CS will do good for their morale.
Okay, do we use gas or do we not use gas? So yeah, they have gas masks, but I think Lieutenant Coleman is the more experienced of both. At least he feels like it. So I'm going to follow his advice and do not use the tear gas.
Coleman's right. Do not use the gas. Proceed to attack. Out.
We'll go.
Okay. Now we're going to see whether this decision was right. At least Coleman did a great job in we found the base on the first attempt, which I think is a little weird.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. We are under attack from 603 by 230. Over.
Okay. That makes it easy for me to give him hell.
By 230. Out.
Cowboy 1, this is Papa Bear. Scorch the ground at 6-0.
I love how he says, "Scorch the ground."
0. Over.
Well, Papa Bear knows what he wants.
This is Cowboy 1. Consider it done. ETA 3 minutes out.
I also like how literally every village, no, not every, but most villages in this area are completely destroyed. Yeah, the Air Force has done its thing, so to say. And what I really like is this light effect over here. So that's the light coming in from the outside. It's a little straight, but still, I enjoy it. It's the little things, really.
Papa Bear, this is Cowboy 1. Firing rockets. Out. Papa Bear,
Oh.
this is Alpha. We're under attack. Friendly
Lots
fire.
of achievement.
Over.
Friendly fire.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha. Requesting evac. I say again.
Okay, Green 1, move in to Alpha
Cowboy
Platoon.
1. Job
Friendly.
complete. Out.
Green 1, this is Papa
Friendly
Bear.
fire.
Move to
How
6,
is that
0.
possible?
8 by 225. Over. Alpha, this is Papa Bear. What's the encounter status? Over.
Papa Bear, this Papa Bear. This is Alpha. We are exchanging fire with Papa Bear. This is Alpha. Papa Bear. This
Oh god, they are really losing men like flies. Where are they?
Alpha, this is Papa.
Papa Bear. Papa Bear. This is Alpha. Reporting position 603 by 229. Out.
Ah,
Papa Bear. This is Alpha.
damn.
Requesting evac. I Papa Bear. 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 This Papa Bear. Papa Papa.
Papa Bear, this is Bravo. Contact Charlie. Morse, Papa Bear, this is
Papa Bear. This is Alpha.
Oh, thank god. Oh, I messed up bad. I messed up bad.
This is Bravo.
Oh,
Reach. We're at 6
oh,
3
oh,
2
damn it.
0.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Papa Bear,
Okay, this is...
Bravo. Charlie is retreating. Shame you can't see this, sir. They are running away like cockroaches.
Have you captured the enemy's HQ?
Affirmative, Papa Bear, but it's no HQ. Some mud huts dug in the middle of the jungle.
Say that again?
Coleman is telling the truth, sir. I don't know what drugs did those guys from intelligence use, but this bamboo Pentagon is just a hole in the ground. Some tunnels, a few maps, and a radio.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure those on...
I'm gonna send them real quick to... Oh,
Green 1, this is
killed
Papa
half
Bear.
my unit.
Move to 6-0. 2
Oh.
by 229. Over. Fucking agency pricks and their fucking intel. Roger that, Alpha and Bravo. Gather your shit. The mission's over.
Papa Bear. This is Alpha. No longer under fire. Out.
Oh no. Oh damn it. Oh god. I apparently did not lose one guy from... Oh god, from the fire, from the enemy fire. I killed half my unit and brought it to breaking point with with my own rocket strike. Okay, now that I've publicly embarrassed myself on the internet in front of my followers, let's watch the replay, and I'm going to cry a little later. Okay, so here's Alpha Platoon going somewhere, saving the choppers. It's Bravo Platoon coming in. I don't know why they didn't find it in the first place. Because I've crossed it twice. Okay, here's the little firefight. We won easily. And here's us at the base. And for some reason now... When did my forces actually warp? Okay. Okay. I would have liked to be informed about that. Maybe I should have just asked. Okay. I'm pretty sure score 500 compared to score of 2000 isn't too good. I'd be happy if I get 1 star for that. Let's check. Yeah, 1 star. Okay. We're not going to do this again, but I'm going to finish the stream for this with this incident. Yeah. Be sure to stay alert for more streams. Probably Friday, maybe Sunday. I'm not entirely sure yet. I really love this game. It's absolutely great. It's something completely different from the regular war game. It's a brilliant idea. I've always wanted this, actually. I've always said, why don't we have a war game where you just sit in your command office, like a little bit like for example the Arma Milsim, something which I haven't done in a while, which I really loved. I don't know why I stopped, and this is just a little gem, really. I love the game. As I said, it's on Steam. It's going to come out the 10th of October, so in a little more than a week. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, whatever you want to do. If you like history podcasts, and yeah, you're on the right channel. I'm doing my own. In case you're wondering why a history podcast is streaming a video game, I'm kind of thinking about doing that more regularly. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and wish you a good day or a good night, and see you